take two of the battle. We had some kids that wouldn't let us shoot on top of the rock, but we got better acoustics under the tunnel anyways. I believe this was a shot in Cloverfield. We're going to see if Jess the Shag can make it happen right now, aka Evoke.
Alright. You strip for dollar bills and cat calls, I strip mine for thrills and thought brawls.
I use word grenades to serenade. My notes explode lymph nodes. So please, Shaddy, don't come at me, caddy. My psychokinetics destroy your genetics. If you want to battle, come out the shadows.
You have no doubt what I'm about to shatter souls and break minds, fill in holes and define the fine line between faith that's blind and the season's grind.
I swim through seas of mine, spit a line you can't believe is mine, with a flow so cold it's freezing time. After one line you fiend for mine, spend every dime to free your mind.
It's like ever with no after, a book with no last chapter, a mirror with no reflection, a shadow with no connection. That's the state of crisis your flows are in, drastically tragic like original sin.
I'd hate to see what you gotta do to me. I've done awfully more than eat an apple off a tree. I've been ball walking back like I played Monopoly. I've been with bitches with breasts that's like community chess. I'm through with being a shoe and getting stepped on. I'm getting less love than a stepmom. I saw my flaws, I wanna come correct. Skip jail, pass, go and collect.
You're in chains to this game, chasing the fame, kicking the dame you claim has caused you pain. My God's not to blame. Lord paints you a picture, puts it in the frame, bows down to scripture, says the wide road is insane. But you contend the joy, think it's a pretend boy with a fairy tale end. Very well, friend. No need to defend via flow what you don't want to know. I got a story to tell and a parable to sow, but you got a terrible ear like Van Gogh.
The only thing that's terrible is the way that I'm tearing you. The scene of the battle's unbearable. Mike's ripped the shed, Shag gripping the head. No comatosis started tripping instead. Your pathetic phonetic space and tone, about it, forget it. Listen, Jess, if this was a test, you'd only get half credit. Got the required text and read it, but just can't get it, cause my sweet flow kills Mike's diabetic. You need to increase flow, you should try a diuretic. My flow's under your candlelight. Don't come back till you learn how to battle right. Till then, guess we'll just have the shadow fight.
Who's your puppet master? That flow's a disaster. You need to think faster, cause a tired mind with a cycled rhyme is no contest of mine. You ought to use that string as a teething ring till you grow up and can meet me in the ring. I'll shadow box a real boy, no diuretic decoys. Always fight to destroy, unless he's made of wood, and lies are all that's good, in which case, I don't think I should.
I don't think you should either. Sick to criticize the shit your professor put in your reader. A flow is something you never ever had. This is the real world. Go back to Never Never Land. My Peter Pan versus Escalate. You still stuck on the ground. I don't believe in fairies, so quit fucking around. Monotone dope in the rhyming biz. Swallow a clock, spit it out, or to tell you what time it is. You must have went psycho coming from a title talking about the flows of recycle. I don't mean to be brash, ma'am, but did you pick your flow out of trash can? You being me is like Casper trying to tap dance. Pops and locks with his chest now, but can't quite get the steps down. Monotone is the best, hun. I teach you lessons, beat you down like a stepson. And as for being a puppet, I'm Jim Henson to a Muppet. I can make Elmo say, fuck it. Trust it, you don't want the ruckus. My mind is a gun, leave you with lead holes. In the ring with tone, you be holding the silent stilettos. No strings on me, cause I'm Geppetto.
Listen, son, I've just begun to speak in tongues. Go ahead, try to address this cataclysmic Lexus. I'll blow your Geppetto ego and bear you below to Skid Row. For you amateur rhyme seekers, open mics on bleaker. This critic's well-oiled, my wonderland's hard-boiled, and you're ugly like gargoyles. Those Peter Panic tendencies, numb by excess Hennessy, and a sick lurk dependency. You think you can scare me, tell me I'm a fairy? Why don't you grab the dictionary and try to decipher my rhymes? They're like intricate crimes, an apocalypse metropolis of my mind. So through a battle of the wits, I got split tone. I roll and smoke them like ashes to brimstone. Now take your tired rhymes back to the Flintstones.
Okay, Shaddy, hope you're happy. This one's to keep the spirit of women alive. Guess I'll have to get in touch with my feminine side. My flow's a perversion the virgin is. After rewording, the G-rated version's here. Started cursing and a sensory person appears. Beat me twice in one round, ha! And Grizzly Adams had a beard. I like to work the flow to shake the rust off a beat. I got nasty spit like I forgot to brush my teeth. You plateau when I ain't even start to speak. It hasn't even begun, so don't even start to speak. I'll soften another verse, toss it for your underhand. Shaddy's off, lost chasing butterflies in Wonderland. Words in a way only she can understand. Well, she's speaking in tongues, she's nuts, well shit, no wonder, man. And really, Tone, a misogynist? He's just an innocent blogger, miss. In fact, he's really quite passive. He looks like a gargoyle, it's so unattractive.